way the grain looks on here. That contrast is it's just killer, guys. Welcome back to the wood shop, everybody. Welcome back to building a miter saw station. This is now part 5. So what we're gonna be doing right now is we're gonna be making those 2 drawers that's gonna be holding all those tools. So we're gonna grab the plywood, put it down on the table, start getting it all cut up to size so that way we can start making those drawers. So let's get into it right now. So I have the size cut for the drawers. So I have 4 boards right here. They're about 8 3/4 inches wide. So I have to cut these down to 27 inches with my crosscut sled on the table saw. So let's go. Boom, 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 bam! Whoa, whoa. As you guys can see, I finished cutting all these panels. So I have the back panel, the front panel, and the bottom panels cut. I have my side panels over here. So what I'm gonna be doing now is start assembling these 2 drawers together. So let's go. Whoa, before we start assembling, I gotta take all these panels to the router table so I can make a 3/4 inch dado so that the bottom panel can slide into it. So let's go. So the next step is to actually get the pocket hole jig out. We're gonna start drilling out some holes so that we can start assembling both these drawers together. So let's get it done. So moving on to the next step now for this drawer here, what we're going to be doing is we're adding a bunch of veneer strips. So right here we got a bunch cut, some nice red oak. What we're doing is add them all to the top. So we got to set up the crosscut saw and the table saw. But one thing before we go and do that, I want to show you guys, we did make a little mistake over here when using the pocket hole jig. We didn't really account for the 1 inch for the drawer slides. So we ended up screwing them with the pocket hole jig, then realizing that we messed it up. So we had to go and cut it and then like redo it all. But it worked out, it was okay, it's fine. And it's going to get covered up by a face panel. So you're never going to see it, but just wanted to point that out. Make sure that you always measure an extra time, but that's fine. What we're gonna do now is run over, set up the crosscut sled, and start cutting these veneer strips and getting it done.
up installing the veneer on top of this drawer. So what we're gonna do is let this dry, and we're gonna take our drawer slides and install them into the cabinet. So let's do that right now. Guys, so what we did is we just installed the drawers. As we can look at the B drawer right here, I can open, I can close it. It's working very nicely. What I did off camera is I installed some extra screws on the bottom to reinforce this drawer so it doesn't fall apart. What we're gonna be doing right now is grabbing some hickory and some walnut out of our wood pile over here and making up some face panels for these drawers. They're gonna be about 10 inches wide by 50 inches long. So we gotta rip and cut and glue up some panels so we can install them onto this drawer. I think I have enough. Think we have enough?
I think we got enough.
I mean, if we don't, we can just come right back here and grab some more, but
should be good.
I hope it's good. I hope we're good. The walnut's going in. It's going in about right now. Bam! I finished up cutting all the pieces for the drawer faces, and they look absolutely amazing. What I did is I cut the hickory right down the middle, and I dropped the walnut piece right in the middle of those two boards. So as you can see, that grain is just looking perfect. So what I have to do now is start putting some biscuits in here with my biscuit joiner right here, and glue these panels up and get them done. time to attach those face panels to the drawer. So what I'm going to be doing right now is taking the drawer out of the cabinet and putting it on the workbench to attach, because it's kind of a pain to try to attach the face panels when the drawers are inside of the cabinet because of trying to align and everything to the dimension that you want. So it's going to be easier to take it out and put it on the workbench and attach it. Whoa!
The face panels for these drawers came out absolutely amazing. Love the way the grain looks on here. That contrast is it's just killer, guys. So thank you for staying all the way to the end of this video. The next part of this build, we're gonna be putting some doors on here. Again, those are gonna be pretty fancy, probably some more crazy grain. So if you guys wanna see what those are gonna look like, hit that subscribe button, drop a like down on this video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to leave a comment down below somewhere if you have any questions, general concerns. But yeah, guys, we gotta get to the next part of the build, so we're gonna roll that outro.